So it's June, halfway through the year, and I think it would be a good idea to talk about the 3D printers that have been actually performing since the holiday season, some machines that might have fallen off, and maybe some additions that I haven't talked about yet. So let's get right into it and talk about the best 3D printers of the year so far. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Frank, and I want to talk about the 3D printers I've been using so far throughout the year without any sponsorship. This video is not sponsored by any brands mentioned in this video. I'm going to state that now, and I want to talk about the machines that have been performing, the ones that haven't been, and give you different price points really quickly about the ones you should be looking for and looking to buy. We're going to start at a couple different price points, the 300 and below price point, and then we're going to move up to like 500 bucks, and then we're going to move up to like 800, and then the plus 1,000 price range. These are typically the numbers people give me when I'm like, hey, what's your budget for a 3D printer? That seems to be the average. Now, all the printers in this video are ones that I have personally used. I have been using and abusing them and testing them and printing and putting them through their ringers. So if I am giving you a recommendation, it is off my personal experience. This is to only go and tell you to go and do more research. Maybe watch one of my longer review videos or watch other review videos on that printer, just to kind of get you in the right direction. I want to make this video quick. I want to go down the list. I want to show you what printers I really think you should look into if you're trying to get into the hobby. So let's just get into it. So like I said, I want to keep this video brief. We're just going to roll into it, go down the list, talk about the pros and cons, and just, what printer you should buy. First up, the $300-ish price range. If you're looking for the absolute bottom of the barrel, and I don't mean in terms of quality, I just mean of price. I used to really recommend the Neptune 4, Neptune 3, Neptune 4 series, but Elegoo went and kind of outdid itself with the new Centauri and Centauri Carbon. A lot of people don't know about just the Centauri. I've been running the Centauri Carbon. It's back here. It's actually just hiding right there. I have been running the Centauri Carbon for a while now, beating it up, and its print quality has been amazing. I have 2 videos on it actually, so definitely go and check this out. I cannot think of a better $300 printer right now, and that's the enclosed version. You can save a little bit of money and just get the Centauri, which is a bare bones frame style. If you know the Bambu, the P1P, P1S, this printer for $200 is amazing. And I think you can eventually go and upgrade it, get an accessory kit. I can't imagine you won't be able to, but like, this printer's awesome. It's literally just the Centauri Carbon without the enclosure, but I've been printing in PLA mostly anyway, so you don't need the enclosure. You don't need a door. Just print. Get this printer. But if you want a different option aside from Elegoo, you're gonna go a little bit above the $300 price range, and you're gonna look at the Bambu A1 printer. This is, I think, honestly, like the best bed slinger on the market. Like, this is the under $1,000. This printer is awesome. It's $339. It's upgradable. It's expandable. You can do the multicolor printing with the AMS light combo eventually. My only complaint with it is there is a part that is known to break, but I still think it is acceptable. I still think, okay, this breaks, just go and buy this AMS filament hub with it. Just get an extra. It's $6. Get 2. They're small. Mine broke on this. I bought a new one, replaced it. It's been printing fine ever since. I actually got one of my little cousins this, and it's just a good all-around desktop printer if you just wanted a different option. I think the quality of this is better than the Elegoo, but if you want that Core XY speed, the Centauri Carbon is going to go a little bit quicker, and then you can get the one with the enclosure. But these are 2 amazing options for around that $300 price range, and I can't imagine closer to the holidays if this A1 drops to $299. Oh my God, that would be incredible. So that's what I'm going to recommend around the $300 price range. So let's go up. Now, the $500 price range. This actually seems to be like the most common budget. I guess it's just a nice number. People are like, oh, I have about $500 to spend on a printer. What would you get? Right now, still, to this day, I cannot. It's been like 2 years since I've been started recommending this printer. The Bambu P1S. We'll talk about the P1P in a second, but the Bambu P1S is back to $499 right now. Now, while recording this, Bambu is doing their 3rd anniversary sale. There's a lot of cool sales going on right now. Printer companies do this. Hopefully, this sale's still out while this video comes out, or it runs a little bit longer. Bambu's not sponsoring this video, but we are going to be doing a 3D printer giveaway involving some Bambu printers in another video. I'm going to post about that on Instagram and YouTube and maybe even Twitch. So just stay tuned for that. But like, this is my favorite printer to recommend. $500-ish, depending on the price. Works out of box, enclosed, fast, some of the best quality you're going to get. Its quality is comparable to the X1 Carbon. It just doesn't have all the bells and whistles. However, if you want to save $100 and you're only printing PLA, the Bambu P1P still exists. It is like the Centauri and Centauri Carbon, P1P, P1S. Now, it is currently $400, and eventually you can get an enclosure kit. The enclosure kit is $177, so it will come out to being more than the cost of a P1P or P1S, but like sometimes you just don't have the money for it. So the option is there. I've never seen the enclosure kit on actual sale. They just cross that off, so it looks like you're getting a deal. You get it. Car salesmen do it. But both, they're the same printer. One has an enclosure, one doesn't. Now, if you're around that price point, that $400, $500 range, but you don't want a small, fast printer, there is the Elegoo Neptune 4 Max. I just recently got another one of these. I did a review on it. It did way better than the initial releases of it. They've refined, updated the firmware. It's been working really well. It's been doing some big prints and big cosplay. You guys can go check out that review or go check out other people's reviews, but make sure you check the date on those reviews. If they're a year or two old, try to find updated ones, because Elegoo did a lot of refinement on it with the firmware and working out some bugs, the blob of death, if you've heard that. Mine didn't have those problems. It printed really well, and it's $439, and it is a massive printer. This is the biggest printer under $500 that you can get, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. So if you're looking for speed, small reliability, there's the Bambus, but if you want something that's just for like big cosplay, this is just a big old bed slinger. It's not as fast as advertised, but definitely go check out my review video where I explain that more. You can't move a bed that quick. Okay, so now we're moving up in the price ranges. You're getting a little bit of cheddar, you know, okay, you got like 800 bucks to spend. That's cool, awesome. I'm not gonna ask where you got it. What are you gonna buy for about $800? Well, I can't not mention Prusa. This is where Prusa's finally entered the chat. You can still get the Prusa Mark IV's unassembled. It's a kit for $729. Now you have to go and build it, but by far Prusa has some of the best instructions on the market. Self-checking, tutorials, guides. If you can build the Lego kit, you can build a Prusa. They're great printers, but they're still a little small for people's taste, but you get that Prusa reliability. If you've heard of Prusa, you know what I'm talking about. So this kind of sits in its own corner, but again, it's kind of small. For that same price, you have actually a little bit more. Sorry, you're gonna go up to $800 now. You're gonna add, what, $70? $70. I can math. You're looking at the Ender 5 Max and the K1 Max. There's differences in these. If you're just looking to print big because you're at $800 and you wanna get something nice, the Ender 5 Max, I got it sitting right back there. She's right back there. I have a review video on this one too. This thing blew me away. It is nothing like the Ender 5 Plus at all. It is a great printer. It was printing fast. It was printing big. It was easy to assemble, and it was just working. So this is a 400 cubed printer, Core XY. There is an enclosure kit for it. I don't know how much the enclosure kit costs. It's right there. It's $129. That was not there during my last review video. That is a good price for that printer. I'm gonna buy that. Anyway, if you're just printing big, awesome. If you want an enclosure for it to do like ABSs or ASAs, so what, you're at $930, which is still awesome for 400 cubed. Maybe you don't want to go that big. Maybe you want to do different materials. Then there's the K1 Max. I still have 4 of these. After 2.5, almost 3 years, I still have my 4 K1 Maxes, and they've been secretly upgraded, and Creality didn't tell anybody about that. If you buy one of these off of Amazon right now, and I guess the Creality store, they come with different parts than my K1 Max had. I have the first gens. They've been slowly upgraded and refined to even be more reliable. No weird extruder issues like they had on release 3 years ago. The bed's been upgraded a little bit. They could call this the K1 Max Pro, and I couldn't fault them because Creality likes doing that. So this is gonna be 300 cubed, but it's fast, it's enclosed, it has a camera, it is reliable. Like I said, I've been beating 4 of mine up, and I don't take care of them. I don't do the maintenance. I don't clean them right. They work though. So if you're just looking to print big as possible for about 800 bucks, the Ender 5 Max. If you're looking to print a little bit smaller, but still fast with more bells and whistles and upgradability and all that, the K1 Max. But if you don't want to go with Creality, you have $800 burning a hole in your pocket, there's the Prusa Mark IV, and it is not a bad printer. I will also say that the K1 Max can be upgraded to multicolor printing with a little kit. I think it's like 80 bucks for the conversion. It's somewhere in here probably, I don't know. It's not too bad, and it can do multicolor printing. The Ender 5 Max cannot, but there is the Prusa MMU3 multicolor material system upgrade for the Prusas as well. It's just a little bit more complicated to build. Well, you have a stack, you have $1,000, you have $1,000. Just what do you do with it? This is where you get into some of the heavy hitters. This is where you're gonna start looking at, okay, these are real serious machines. They should have the reliability. They should have the ease of use. They should be tried and true and tested. Well, first up, I cannot not mention the Bambu X1 Carbon. I know it says $1,369 here. We're just gonna, it is under $1,000 again, $999. It looks way better than 1,000. I have 4 of these and I have an X1E. They're amazing. They're amazing printers. You guys have heard about the X1s. Now, don't go and get this only because you have $1,000. Get 2 P1P. Oh my God, you can get 2 P1Ps, P1Ss. You can get 2 P1. This is engineering grade printing. This is for higher materials. This is for if you want the AI monitoring, you want the touch screen, you're gonna be doing higher density materials. You're gonna be doing really strong stuff. If you're watching me and you're here for cosplay, if you're here for prop making, this thing's overkill, guys. The P1S has a camera on it. It's not the best camera, but it's a camera. It doesn't have spaghetti detecting and monitoring, but like they're pretty reliable. You'll learn it, whatever. You can get 2 P1Ss for the price of an X1 Carbon. If you just don't want to fuss with it ever, you never want to upgrade it, you want it to do everything out of box, get the X1 Carbon. They're incredible, but just stop and think about what you're going to be using it for. Because the fact that you can get 2 P1Ss for the price of an X1 Carbon, I would do the 2 P1Ss. Yeah, and obviously it's upgradable to an AMS like every Bambu out there. But on the flip side of that, there is also the Prusa Mark IV. Let's see it back there? See it on the camera? It's the same as the other one. It's just you're paying to have Prusa. It comes pre-assembled, tested, out of box, plug, play, done. Tomato, potato, it's smaller than a Bambu. Again, no issues with it, but I can't not mention it. However, there is another kit on the block now. There is the Prusa Core one, which is sitting right there, beautifully lit up. And hold on. And I haven't released my own video on it yet, but it has been crushing it. It is probably the best Prusa I've ever used out of box and one of the best printers I've used out of box. I have a lot more testing to do because I actually want to throw more materials at the Prusa Core one. Prusas they just have the reputation about them about being able to handle a lot of different things. It handled PETG fine. It handled all of my PLAs and silks just fine. It is a mean printer and it is a very good contender against the X1 Carbon. It absolutely is. I'm probably going to do a comparison video beating them both up together. I think that actually I should write that down. That's a good video idea. I need to do that. But you can get it as a kit. It is $949 or assembled for $1,200. Now, the X1 Carbon used to be like $1,100 or $1,200, so this isn't like a crazy price at all. I absolutely think this printer is worth that price. If you don't, for some reason, want the X1 Carbon, you want that Prusa reliability and customer service and all of that, this printer is mean. I have been loving mine. I haven't had any issues with it. It's just sitting there next to the H2D, just crushing it. And well, if you want bigger than all of those, it would go, it'd be the Mark IV and then the Core 1 because they're the same price. And you go up a little bit bigger to the Bambu size. But if you want big-ist for $1,000+, you have the Creality K2 Plus. Now, I'm not going to recommend the CFS combo with this, just the K2 Plus. This is $1,299, $1,300. It is a beast. It is 350 by 350 by 350. So it's between K1 Max 300 cubed, K2 Plus 350 cubed, and then Ender 5 Max 400 cubed. Now, this is just a bigger K1 Max. This is their newer printer, the new flagship printer, and it is really, really big. It prints single color. It has a nice touchscreen, all that, all the things the K1 Max did, a lot of the things that the Ender 5 Max did not have. And really, it's probably the biggest printer around that price point. The only bigger printers you're gonna get are those bed slingers. As far as a Core XY goes, the only bigger one is the Ender 5 Max right now. And there's more we're gonna talk about at the end, but don't worry about that. That actually is tested and works and is enclosed. So it is a good contender. I should have mentioned this earlier with the upgradability. I have been having some issues with my CFS systems. I guess it is a common issue. Something about a spring. I'll link it down below. There's a fix on Reddit. So my CFS multicolor Creality systems, Creality filament systems have been acting a little weird lately and not spooling and working properly. I took them off, threw a spool at the K2 Plus, and it's been printing fine. But it'd be nice to have the multicolor printing, even though it uses a lot of filament. So if you just want a big enclosed fast printer with all the stuff the K1 Max had, this is just its bigger, badder, big brother thing. So it's here, yeah. Now, this last section, I'm calling weird ones because they're very use case specific. These don't really fall into the other categories. And first, I'm going to talk about the Bambu Lab H2D. It's sitting right back there. I just recently gave out more information on it on a roundup video I did, and then I just printed that really awesome 1000 Sunny 3D print. I beat it up. Hundreds of parts were printed on this, and it wasn't a sponsored video. I just wanted to beat up the H2D as a printer. Personally, I don't really care about the laser engraving and vinyl cutter. I have a huge laser engraver, and I have a vinyl cutter, Silhouette, X-Tool, whatever. I wanted to know how this performed as a printer, and it doesn't perform any better than any of the Bambus. It doesn't. It's not better than my X1. It's not better than my P1S. The quality on it is still amazing. It's just a bigger Bambu. It's a dual nozzle out of box bigger Bambu that has beautiful lighting. Some of the best time lapse I've ever seen. Like, it looks great. It's just bigger. And honestly, for $2,000, I think that's fair now. It's their new printer. It's gonna be the most expensive, and I like mine. There's a lot of mixed things about it. Oh, we didn't want dual nozzles. We wanted this. We wanted four, whatever. This is what you got. If you don't like it, don't buy it. It's pretty simple math. You don't have to buy it. And then you can upgrade and expand if you want the laser kit, if you want the vinyl cutter, whatever. But just as a printer, I love this. It is a bigger Bambu. It is 350, 320, 325. There's a little bit of a caveat with that. You don't actually get the 350 because the way the nozzles are set up, it's like, I think it is 320, 320, 325 because there's overlap with the dual head nozzles, but it's an amazing printer. It is just a bigger Bambu. I love mine and I only use it for printing. It has been cranking out prints for me. It's wonderful. I have a lot more planned for it. So if you just want a bigger Bambu, it's right here. You're just gonna pay a little bit for it. So maybe it'll go on sale one day, maybe it'll drop, maybe they'll release like a lower model that's like a P1P, P1S with a single nozzle that's just bigger. We don't need the dual switching nozzles, just one. That would be sick. It would give you the 350 option. So I had to mention it. I've been having very good luck with mine, but again, watch some videos on it and it's a really awesome printer. Now, in terms of dual nozzles, multi-nozzles, I can't not mention the Prusa XL, but man, it is pricey. Starting at $2,500 for the single head, unenclosed tool changer printer. It's very use case specific. Now, this doesn't produce waste like the Bambus, like the multicolor changing systems, because you can upgrade to 2, 4, 5 tool heads that all switch and you can print 5 colors at once. It's beautiful how it does it. And you only have your prime tower. And I think there's a way to get rid of your prime tower too. So if you know you need this, you know you need this, if that makes sense. Like, it's very use case specific. And if you get the assembled 5 head one, I mean, you're looking at $4,000 now for this printer, double the H2D. But again, you can do multi-material, multi-color. It doesn't have the waste. And then you can go and get the enclosure for it, which was gonna bring it up to $4,500. Not bad. Again, Prusa reliability. I have 2 of these things. They're awesome, but they're very specific. I can't not mention them because they've been good to me. There were some bugs they had to weed out in a couple of the first batches. Once we got some of that stuff sorted out, I've been having pretty good luck with mine, but again, watch some videos on it. I don't know how other people's have been with new purchases. Try to find a review that's a year or less old. This way you know how somebody got theirs. I would very, very much recommend that. This printer's been around for a little bit now and there were some launch issues and cloggings and stuff, but mine's been working fine now. Like I said, I have 2 of them and they're working great. I just don't use them as much as I should. I really need to crack down and beat them up and really see if I can find a fault in them. But it's a big Prusa. The same way I like the H2D for being a big Bambu that's enclosed, this is just a big Prusa and I like it. Okay, before we wrap up, there are some brands I didn't mention for one reason or another, and I'm gonna address that here. First up, we're gonna talk about Chitty Tech. I think it's Chitty Tech. I had an X-Max 3. Some people had great luck with it. I didn't. It broke like immediately. I never got good prints off of it. Galactic Armory loved his, hated his K1 Max, but this was like 2 or 3 years ago. Since then, they've come out with the 4 Plus, and it had some power issues. Just Google reviews on this thing. I wouldn't recommend it. It's, yes, $769. I would still absolutely go with a K1 Max or Ender 5 Max. Not great. I don't know what's going on with Chitty. I don't know if I'd recommend them right now. I would love to get my hands on a newer model, test it out, but from some of the reviews I've been seeing, not great. Next up is FL Sun. Now, if you guys might remember me talking about my FL Sun V400 and Super Racer, I loved these printers. They worked, they were fast, they were great, but then they sent me the FL Sun S1 and it never worked. It printed way too fast. The AI would just kill the prints. It was so unbelievably loud, wildly loud. And then while trying to fix that, revise it, update it, tell me this, tell me that, they released the FL Sun S1 Pro. The Pro was supposed to fix all those problems. And this is what Creality kind of used to do, where it was like, hey, we're gonna release a product before testing it really well. We'll let you guys find the bugs, report the bugs back to us, and then we'll release a Pro model fixing all those bugs. The Creality CR10 Smart, and then the Smart Pro. Bruh. I don't like that. Mine's back in the box because it just doesn't work. So they are sending me a new FL Sun. It has a name I don't think I can say, but there is a new FL Sun coming out. I am excited to test that and see what it's like out of box. I want to like this brand. I wanted to include them. They have some really good price points. Right there, you have the T1 Max. I think the T1 Max was the one. I saw a review on it, and that one was working good. I just never used it. But the V400, I loved. My Super Racer, I loved. I don't even know if the Super Racer's on here anymore. That's a shame. The V400 is only $300. It used to be like an $800 printer, my God. But yeah, I just can't recommend FL Sun right now, but stay tuned for that review. Yeah. Anycubic. Anycubic is just Elegoo. It's Ford Chevy. I've used the Anycubic Cobra 3. I did not like it. I did not like the user interface. I didn't like the ACE system. It printed slow. It just felt it just felt behind. And there's nothing on their roster that I can recommend or would say is a better deal, better combo than something that Elegoo might be producing, or Bambu, or Creality. Now, the big thing is the Cobra 3 Max. Now, this is the biggest printer on the market that can do multicolor printing. That is a positive, but go watch reviews on this thing. I saw it printing slow. I would love to get my hands on one of these two. I don't like the little Cobra 3 because I can't recommend the Cobra 3 multicolor because the Bambu A1 exists. Why would I ever do that? Even the Creality High, but don't worry about that one. So the Cobra 3 Max, giant multicolor printer, which is really cool. That's a good price, but I haven't tested one, and just my experience with Anycubic just hasn't been the best, but we'll see. We'll see if I get my hands on one. I think they want to send me another printer coming up here soon. We'll try it out. And last is Sovol. I used to like them a lot. My Sovol SVO3 Pluses were dope, and then they started to fall off a cliff. I had 4 of them and they just didn't do great. And then I tried like the SVO5 or SVO6 and some Bed Slinger, and they were like Prusa clones. They were basically Mark III and Mark IV clones. They just didn't work. I had issues with them. They weren't built that nice. So I kind of just stepped away from Sovol, but they did just send me the Sovol SVO8 Max. That thing, it is still in a box in my dining room. I need to build it. This is a 500 cubed Bed Slinger enclosed. I want this to work so bad. I want this printer to be amazing. If this has the print quality of my Ender 5 Max, sold, done, love it. So stay tuned for this. I can't give you any information on it, but it's something to subscribe and look forward to, but I am hopeful for this. We'll see though. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope that all made sense. I just wanted to get the information out there because, like I said, it's halfway through the year. Some things have changed, some things haven't. I'm using an arsenal of printers, and they don't always get their own dedicated review videos or post-review videos. So I wanted to kind of consolidate everything, get you guys some information about pricing, my experiences with them, have my opinions changed, blah, 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 blah. That was the whole point of the video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about anything you saw, please leave a comment down below. You guys know I read all of them, and I will do my best to respond to as many as possible. You see the 1 thumbs up like on every comment in my comment section? That's me. I do that first. That means I read it. That means I saw it. And if it was a really good comment, I give it the little heart, you know, that so you know it was me particularly. But the fact that every single one of my comments has 1 thumbs up, that's me reading them. It's so I can keep track of them. I can't respond to every single one of them, but I saw them, I see them, I stay up to date on them, and it helps drive videos like this. I got these price points because of your comments, because of your messages. So leave comments, let me know what you want information on. Let me know if you had experiences with some of these printers that I didn't list. I can go through my comment section and find a positive and a negative review for every single printer I have ever used and recommended, because people have varying experiences and lemons exist. These things are mass produced all over the world. Sometimes printers are gonna break. It's technology, it's just gonna happen. Planned obsolescence, it's a thing. So yeah, drop those comments, but make sure you're also subscribed to the channel. This way you can stay up to date on all the review videos I have coming out, the News FL Sun, the SVO8, my Prusa Core 1 video, and a lot of other things, and build videos. So yeah, let's just wrap this up. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You have a good day.